Pinball for the Nintendo Entertainment System predates Nintendo's exploitation of Mario on everything, because even though Mario is in this game, it's just called Pinball. Now it would be called Mario Pinball. But at least he's featured on the game cartridge, so he's not completely left out. This must have been made prior to the 1985 release of the NES in North America, and it may be the best pinball video game that I've ever played from that era. This pretty much stomps on anything that was available for the Atari 2600, although Midnight Magic is a much cooler title. There's one table and two modes of gameplay, slow and fast. The thing is, it just works really well. You can actually aim your shots, even though you can't apply pressure to the flippers like you sort of can in real pinball. After spending time with this, it feels like you're playing a real pinball game, as much as it can on an old-school 8-bit video game console. It's a split-level pinball machine like Solar Fire, for example, which means that if you can just keep the ball on the top level, you can rack up crazy points and not worry about losing it. But most of the really cool things take place on the bottom level. This game was loaned to me by Bowen, who presents the CGR pinball videos. In real life, he's one of the best pinball players on Earth, and defeated me barely, just barely, on Solar Fire one-handed. Fortunately, Pinball for the NES has a two-player mode, so I can challenge Bowen to video game pinball and see if his skills apply. Although wait, he was disqualified from that Solar Fire game, wasn't he? Most of the really old school game consoles had pinball games, even the Vectrex. And most of them played on one screen, so it didn't have a split-level playing field, and had a few pinball-like things, such as bumpers and targets to hit. And that's about it. Nintendo Pinball, on the other hand, has a lot of things to do. And that's what makes the game really fun. I could easily go back and play this one again and again and again. The key that I found to getting a big score in this game is just to keep the ball going through that 1,000-point slot at the top, if you can get it up there. That's kind of tricky to do. And once the ball is in the lower screen, you want to shoot it up into the top right to start the Mario minigame, which then moves you up to the top level, which I haven't had much luck in doing this game. I'm playing this on the faster speed, and as you can see, the game is quite responsive given its age. It's always fun to activate the seals. Let's kick the ball into the bonus stage, which is way harder than it looks. The key here is just to keep the ball alive. Which I failed to do there, but at least it kicks the ball out onto the top playing field. Sadly, this wasn't my best game, but it showed a variety of the things that take place in Mario. I'm sorry, it's not Mario Pinball. It would be now, though. It's just pinball. If you can pull off your breakout bingo stunts, you can drop the princess or girlfriend or whoever that is out of her confinement, except I missed her. Sorry. I'm here to play pinball, not save damsels in distress. It's Pinball for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Highly recommended, and really cheap and easy to find. Worthy of a re-release if you ask me.